Points, cash, gear, sports. With a Dick's scorecard, you earn points on all your purchases and get 3% back in rewards and access to exclusive deals and events. It's simple. Points lead to cash to buy gear so you can play more sports. Get your Dick's scorecard and start earning reward certificates today. Every season starts at Dick's.
Hi, Kenny Long here, and I want to talk to you about rain gutters. With the recent heavy rains in South Texas, many of us have come to realize that the rain gutters on our homes either don't work or simply just don't exist, destroying flower beds and just creating a mess. Let me tell you about Curtis McCluskey with Advanced Rain Control. He is your go-to guy for seamless gutters, cleanouts, and repairs. Serving San Antonio and the surrounding areas with over 25 years experience, Curtis will get you a quality rain control gutter system on your home at a quality price. Contact Curtis at 210-863-9881 for your free quote today. That's 210-863-9881. Don't get caught in the rain without a quality gutter system on your home. From Advanced Rain Control, call Curtis today at 210-863-9881 and tell him Kenny Long sent you.
Breaking you get.
You're listening to Taifa Radio on the Taifa Sports Network. Time for the best youth sports radio show. You're listening to The Zone. Here's your host of the show, Kenny Long.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to The Zone here on a Wednesday night. Here in our studios in Brenham, Texas. Good to be back with you here on a Wednesday night. Spring season in full swing. We're coming up to the end. The fight is on. Who's in? Who's looking from the outside in? Who's making that trip to McAllen, Texas for the 2017 Taifa Spring Bowl? Big matchups coming up this week. Actually, even next week. There's a big matchup in the midget level out of the Houston area that has been getting a lot of talk. I'm getting a lot of requests to come out and broadcast this game, along with a couple other games that are out there. We're in talks with them. We'll see if we can't get that done. The Houston Seahawks and the Junior Marlins, Southwest Houston Junior Marlins, about to get it on. Two teams that are pretty much headed to an undefeated season, but somebody's got to lose. Sinton Pirates jumping in on the Facebook Live. Randall Duhan with the Seahawks in the house as well. Nate Rodriguez wants me to talk about seniors. Why? What are the seniors doing? Just kidding. We'll get to the seniors when we get a chance. Katy Texans in the house. Darren Cherry, thanks for joining us. At least Darren is present for the Katy Texans, as if you were listening to the other radio station, NYSR, we put out an all-points bulletin for Abel Rojas. He's like disappeared off the face of the earth. Not sure where he went, what's going on with him. So a little bit later on, we're going to take a look at the standings, where things are sitting at right now for the spring season. Now, like we said last week, 4 wins and you're in, and a lot of teams were right there on the verge. Had some great games coming up this past weekend, and I'm pretty sure that we have pretty much started to set the stage for who's going to McAllen. We'll take a look at that, see exactly who's got that 4th win, who's in, who's still sitting at 3. Who's got 3 wins but still has the opportunity to make their way and trip to McAllen, Texas. A little bit later on, we're also going to be talking to Robert Lopez. He is the director of sports down in McAllen in the Rio Grande Valley. We're going to bring him on the air. He's going to let us know just how special this is, having the Taifa Spring Bowl down in the McAllen area. I think you'll be really surprised just how embracive the city of McAllen and the area of the Rio Grande Valley has been to have us out there. Some of the amenities, things of that nature. If you hear my throat being a little rough, a little scratchy, a little weakened. I don't know about you or anybody else in San Antonio. Heck, even the Houston area. A lot of us probably have sore throats tonight. Pretty much throughout the day. After that big NBA matchup, Game 5 in San Antonio. Woke up this morning, I could barely talk. Was screamed so much during that basketball game. Fantastic basketball game. On both sides, Houston and San Antonio. New teams coming into Taifa. If you've been watching the Facebook page of the Texas Youth Football Association, Taifa, you've been noticing a lot of activity that's been popping up. Team out of Killeen, the Devastators, joining Taifa for the 2017 season. Out of East Houston, the East Houston Longhorns going to be joining us. Hub City, which is out of the Lubbock area, the Hub City Dolphins, adding to the West Texas, joining us for the 2017 season. So a lot of great activity going on throughout the state, coming to Taifa for the 2017 fall season. It all gets started. Everybody's getting prepared right now. This is what the spring season's all about. Getting prepared for that fall season. Getting that work in. Some of the kids that didn't get quite the work during the regular season, they get that work in now, strengthening up that bench, allowing everybody to step up. Being able to get in there, put their worth. Some things we're doing here on Taifa Radio for the fall season. Of course, we got the Taifa Radio Player of the Game Award. We'll be doing that again for our third year. A fantastic idea that we came up with, and I know the kids are loving it. The parents are loving it. They're loving the accolades that their kids are getting performing on the football field. So here's what we're looking for. We're looking for sponsors, multiple sponsors of the Taifa Radio Player of the Game Award. And we talked about this last week. Email me at Kenny, KENNIE .long@taifa.com. If you got a business and you would like to be part or a sponsor of the Taifa Radio Player of the Game Award, and we'll give you all the information you need on how to make that happen. This is all for the kids. We want to make sure that they are recognized. It gives me something to give out to the kids right there at the game. So I select a player of the game. It could be an offensive player. It could be a defensive player. It could be the kid that back there at safety maybe hasn't done a whole lot all season long, but he gets that one break in that game that we happen to be at and gets a hand up and stops a pass that possibly could have been a touchdown and a game-winning touchdown. That's a Player of the Game award. Could be that lineman makes a huge block on the line, creating a big hole for the running back to get that game-winning run. Breaks him free for a 60, 70, 80-yard touchdown. That's a Player of the Game award. So we're looking for multiple sponsors, and not just one. I want multiple sponsors because there are a lot of other things we want to attach to this, but we can't do it without your help. So email me at Kenny, KENNIE .long, LONG, at Taifa.com. That's Kenny.long at Taifa.com. Let me know if you're interested in that, being a part of that. And we will be happy to provide you the information on what you can do to be a sponsor of the Taifa Radio Player of the Game Award. San Antonio Trojans also joining Taifa for the 2017 season, coming out of Najaf. The Missouri City Chiefs out of the Houston area. Out of the Missouri City area of Houston, going to be joining us 2017. The RGV Warriors, they're out of a small town called Progresso in the RGV, coming for the 2017. We mentioned the East Houston Longhorns. The Noble Knights out of Denison, Texas, coming in for the 2017 season. We mentioned last week the Bridge Seahawks coming in for the 2017 season. The A-Leaf Titans out of the Houston chapter. The Central Texas Wolves, we mentioned them. They're out of the Austin chapter. All coming to Taifa. The Texas Giants have joined Taifa for the 2017 season. So a lot of great teams coming in for the fall season, looking to get that state championship. A lot of other great things coming. I've had a lot of messages, people asking about the interview we did last week, the Taifa camps. Taifa camp coming to San Antonio. Late June 26th, I believe. Still waiting on further information. They're supposed to be sending that to me so we can get that posted out as quickly as possible on how you can register and get registered for those camps and all that information that you need to know what's going to be going on with that. I'm going to follow up with that here this week, see if we can't get that information out there and be ready for it by next Wednesday and pass it along to everybody else out there. Another thing we're doing here on Taifa Radio is I'm looking for some, I guess we'll call them reporters. In honor of the late, great Craig Sager. We'll call them Sager reporters. I'm looking for one person, maybe two, out of each chapter. So wherever I am at doing game day, and we're expanding that, and I'll tell you about that here in a little bit, but anywhere where I'm at doing game day. So let's say I'm in Houston. I'm doing the full day matchup between the Cypress Tigers and the Cy-Fair Ravens. I got a Sager reporter in Austin who's giving me a rundown on the Austin Steelers and the Central Texas Wolfpack. I got another one down in San Antonio that's giving me an update on the 210 Outlaws and the Judson Junior Rockets. Somebody in the RGV give me an update on the Mission Mustangs and the Ruthless Wolfpack. We're going to bring them on during game day as game day breaks, and they're going to come on the air and give us an update of the game that's currently in play at that field where they're at. So I'm looking for somebody who's willing to go to anyone. Willing to go anywhere that's in that chapter, not just to the game. That's the key. I need someone who's going to go to the games that we decide are the key games that they need to be at. Not just the games that, if you got a player there or the organization that you just want to stick by. We don't want to hear just everything to do with the Killeen Trojans or just the Mission Mustangs. They got to be willing to go to the games that are decided to be the ones we want to follow to give those reports on. It could be some key matchups. Could be a big rivalry that goes on. So if you're interested in doing that, again, send me the email. And someone just asked on the Facebook Live to repeat my email. It's kenny.long@taifa.com. kenny.long@taifa.com. Kenny is spelled Kennie. So kenny.long@taifa.com. Email me if you're interested in possibly being a Sager reporter during the 2017 fall season. And we'll run down a little bit more information on what you can do, what we're needing you to do. Also, if you're interested in being a sponsor of the Taifa Radio Player of the Game Award, also email me at kenny.long@taifa.com. Somebody asking about Moped Ted. Yeah, Moped Ted bowed out.